I want a throw una salute. For all our uncle them and our auntie them, for all our neighbor them, all Amazonian people them, for all over the world. Una good evening for all una. I be una brother Asu, una the press secretary for the Executive Office for Governing Council of Amazonia. Today, now one of the best day for the history of the Amazonian people them. As I be put on for my timeline for Facebook, say I go to make a major announcement today. I don't come for this evening. Now for come bring una the news. We all wanna be done the waiting for a very long time. For the last 4 months, from the beginning of October for 2020, the leader for our war of independence, he come address the Amazonian people. He tell the Amazonian people, say for place where would they, for the progress we don't make them for ground zero, for how we don't defeat La République du Cameroon, make them not fit control our land anymore. We're going to move for the next stage. We're going to move for the next step. For make sure say our people for ground zero, they live, they be safe, ground zero be stabilized. We reduce kidnapping for ransom. We stop all the things them, for all the thief people them where they don't use, where they don't take our revolution. They turn them like a business. That if we be able for move all their Tanganji, Paul, people then we don't put them for ground zero, may they begin to do kidnapping for ransom, for spoil our revolution. The leader be explaining for the Amazonian people why we need for build a different force. Why we need for change the game on the ground. He can't explain that for our people then. We spend time with talk for una. Explain that for una. What this force will be about. We explain the vision and why it be important for move forward as one people. For give ground zero the confidence we were people that deserve and for CC they say it work. The war of independence they move forward. Would it make progress? And would it take the steps them? That leadership they take the steps them for build the confidence for ground, make our people feel secure and strong and believe. Say Amazonia, it don't rise and it will permanently remain as a people where they will become free and that freedom will feed defend them. The leader make the case. We come out here, we meet up all una, we talk, we beg, say we not fund this force. It take with 3 months for raise the money. It take with 3 months for the money we give. During those 3 months, we provide all the materials. The general with all he forces them and he commands them. They work day and night for select the best of the best of the best of the best. For start for put together this team. These forces them when then go become the elite of all the forces them for Amazonia. So that they fit do the kind work will be required for place over there. Una put una hand for una pocket. Man begin to put their hand for their pocket. Woman they put their hand for their purse. So when they go now for bank, una trust the vision. The idea makes sense. The plan be makes sense. When I start for fund that plan, for 3 months, when I put money. As always, with 100% accountability, 100% transparency, that money, they hand for General Efan. General Efan deliver the material for ground zero. They carry person for outside here. People they don't get experience for do this kind of work. They find people them where they get the kind sense. They don't fight war for Iraq, for Afghanistan, for all kind place them. People they don't get more than 25 years experience for train that kind army. The leadership take them. They enter with them for ground zero. They spend 2 months for training una special forces. That training finish. They can't bring other people them for teach how to fight, how soldier they fight. They can't train them for 1 month. The kind training where una special forces, where we call the stabilization force, what they put them through, the kind training, when we see the video of their training, we see the kind education and techniques where they train them. It be 10 times it pass what Cameroon they call and say they are B. When a stabilization force, the people where they train them, and the kind training where they give them, it be 10 times pass anything where Cameroon they put them for train their B them. And the kind leadership that, and the kind country that one bill. For all the time we don't can tell una, since 3 weeks ago, we start telling una say una forces don't be ready. General F and go can talk for all una. Una don't the wait. Una don't the wait. PS, who said when we go see the force? 2 weeks ago, I can't give una small. And so una had the sweet sote. Today one can put smiles for all una. General F and don't put a date. And one can tell una say they don't put a date for can launch una special forces. For can show una special forces. For so that make una see witty the leadership it don't build them for una for ground zero. The army, the Ambazonia army, where they build them for defend the nation. Because they realize and say the biggest mistake we were big papa they be making. Now for go for plebiscite when they never build an army. They be only get a police, the mobile wing, and that police, not be even get gun themselves. This generation will be different. On the ground, they need to only build now an army. They build special forces where they go defend the land. All corner for Ambazonia, it go be defended. Every Ambazonian citizen, no matter place where he there for this ground, no matter place where he there for the territory, he go feel safe for your own country. No one day for the history of the Ambazonian people then, Ambazonia go ever be occupied. Whether not from Oyibo manipulation or not from another country. No one day for the history of the Ambazonian people, Cameroon go ever occupy our people then. Cameroon go ever do what they don't do for our people then. This generation don't rise for change the destiny of the Ambazonian people then. For learn from our past and make sure say the mistakes where they make them, they don't go ever repeat themselves. For make sure say we must build a powerful defense system for defend our country, no matter the international conspiracy. And we no go take the permission from no person. We need to ask any person a permission for defend our people then. We need to ask any person a permission for build a powerful army. We go defend the land by all means necessary. My fellow Ambazonians, today, I say make a take account, show una, and for thank una for the work way una don't do. Una take una eye, make a give una a taste of what una go to see in the next few days. Ma give una a taste. 90s. What una see in front of una? Now una stabilization force that. The Akamatsu or Akamanto as they call them. Now in that. Now the first time this, where we can see what this force go be all about. What you see now the first batch this. The first batch. Now 100 of them the day. 100 of una special forces of them the day. well equipped from head to toe, with everything yang, with uniform. We fit the work we una don't give them the one. Now the first batch this. The second batch, they already there on training. Now an army with the bilam. The land must be defended. I will not need any person in permission for defend our people then. I will need to wait for the international community so that by the time they want to come, our people they don't kill them all. Since from 2017, Dr. Ebachobi tell the Amazonian people, say the generation must rise. Now guns they hold them. Now only when we buy enough guns, we fit kick Cameroon out of our territory. We not trust that strategy. That strategy don't defeat Cameroon of making the territory ungovernable, for increase the cost of occupation. And for cause economic sabotage for Cameroon. For internationalize our struggle. And for use targeted diplomacy. Forget the world may recognize Ambazonia. Through the consistency of this leadership and the defense strategy for ground, we not only defeat Cameroon, we not only make the land ungovernable for them, but we start for put in the defense infrastructure for make sure say Ambazonia become the Ambazonian people then. They start for take control of their land and their territory. We achieve dynamic control. That will not be enough. When the land become ungovernable because of the strategy, that strategy make Cameroon lost control of Ambazonia. They lost political control, they lost political legitimacy, they lost administrative control. Cameroon now, it start for do what they do. They start for make sure say what people turn against the war. They turn against the war of their own freedom. They start for take prisoners and create vigilante groups for do kidnapping for ransom, for thief, for rape, for spoil the name for our struggle, for solve all those problems and for stabilize our communities. We need for create a force. We get the capacity and the ability for do that kind of work, for clean the land and for stabilize the land and give our people them the hope where they need them. While we project power on the ground and project power to the international community. Today, I say make I take the time for can show una small of wetin it already be for ground since the beginning of this year. Una forces, they don't finish their training, they don't be ready, they don't already do the work. In the next few days, General Efan, he go commission the forces. Dr. Ebacho, he go come for outside. He can address the Ambazonian people and present una stabilization force for una. For thank una for the work where una don't do am. And for the trust where una get them for the leadership, una get them for the forces, una get them for our soldier them, and una get them for the Ambazonian people. This evening, I want to present this one and for tell una say they already put a date. That date it will be now on the 20th of this month. Exactly 10 days from now. General Efan go address una. The leader of a war of independence go address una. And they go present una stabilization force for una when they do the commission of the forces on the ground. Now the news this one come for can't tell una. Now the message this one come for can't deliver them for una. Una get hope for Ambazonia. One thing una know for know about leadership, na say leadership be think in advance. You dey plan in advance. You dey anticipate wetin dey come. And then you draw the plans. And then you come up with a strategy. And then you put the people together for execute the mission on behalf of the people then. Dr. Abacho, he don't always been a leader where he be very proactive. He dey anticipate the future and then design the strategy, create the plan then, and take the action then, where he go move the Ambazonian people 10 steps forward. We'll not wait until 2021 and then we can make plans for 2021 for 2021. We start from make plans for 2021 for October 2020. We design 2021 for October 2020. So that by December 31st, we'd already build a force on the ground already. So that by January 1st, the ground already be ready for the new year. Now leadership this. When you meet a team of people where they work like that, they get that kind of work, you feel trust wetin the country fit become. It take we only 3 months for put in those materials on the ground. 3 months for build this kind of force. Only 3 months. The most successful project for Ambazonia War of Independence. The best and the finest. The best minds, they come together. We put a good team together. We reach out for all una. It take we now only 3 months for achieve this for the Ambazonian people then. If we fit do this for 3 months, if we fit put this kind of special forces, 100 of them, and then with the materials, everyone get nyang material. New uniforms, new boots, with their new beret, with all those things that they put on for their knee and for their ankle, for their elbows. All. We do it all for 3 months. The hardest working team of people from Ambazonia. That's why the future of Ambazonia be bright. We need to only pray and wait for God. But we use the intelligence where God don't give we. And we put in the necessary sacrifice of hard work. Just like the forces, they work very hard on the ground. These guys, they train 15 hours a day. Training every day, 15 hours. We take another attitude to build a great nation. The destiny of Ambazonia be guaranteed because we go use science, we use intelligence, we use leadership, we use character, and we go use hard work for rebuild Ambazonia. If we fit do this for 3 months, there is nothing no day where we as a people will not go fit do them. For the glory of our people them, for the glory of Ambazonia, for the freedom of our brothers, our sisters them, will it be for poor beer if concentration comes in. For our refugees them, they fit come home. Our prisoners them, they fit come home. All the one the way they don't be on exile, they fit come home because the land it go be protected. The land it go be defended. And the talk this have be talk say today, make a come. I take small time. I can't talk for una. I give una a sample of what una need for expectant. Now a generation of greatness. We must do na great things. Will be a generation of great people then. We must do great things for build a great nation. Now Ambazonia will be not be some other man in country. Now our country. Now for our picking them. Now for our mommy them. Now for our papa them. And for our brothers and sisters. for every single Ambazonian, no matter place where you come out for Ambazonia, no matter your tribe, no matter your name, no matter who born you, as long as you be Ambazonian, you go inherit a land of greatness. A land where you go be built by noble people, noble men, noble women with character. And I don't already this year. Yesterday, the leadership for Governing Council of Ambazonia, they conduct the election. The first time for Ambazonian people, their history, since 1961. We see this kind of thing. The people, the way they contest for the election, they get a debate. Even when they argue respectfully. They argue knowing, say, both of them, they fight for Ambazonia, and both of them, they advocate for Ambazonia. They get a good debate. When would you ever see that kind of thing? It never ever happen. The election take place yesterday. Dr. Abba win the election. They re-elect you and give you a 4-year mandate as defined by the Charter of Governing Council of Ambazonia. And he not fit run again. Dr. Abba not go ever fit for run again as the president for Governing Council of Ambazonia based on their charter. Only 2 terms if he get them. When he win that election, the person where he and he be fight for that election, the person come out, he can't shake his hand. He say congratulations. He put out a message. He say thank you. Say me and you be debate each other, but you don't win. Now you go be the lead. Now you go be the leader of the institution. Now you go be the leader of the organization. And I want to congratulate you. And he come on, he talks, they say, a day here also now for support you, for lead the institution, for lead the organization, for lead the revolution, as defined by the charter. Say the Governing Council of Ambazonia, it go lead Ambazonia to total liberation. Now so now the work that will they create the Governing Council of Ambazonia. For lead the liberation of Ambazonia. Now they work that. They don't get no other mission. Now for make sure say Ambazonia be free. So when you get these kind of examples, and now on our forces, just think about it. Think about those kind of systems. Imagine if for our country, we talk to one build a university for our people there. And we fit do one for 3 months. We talk to the one build bridge. Or the one make road. Or we talk to the one build Bafut Airport. Bafut International Airport. And we talk say we need for do one for 3 months. Project management. We talk say the one build a Bisongabang Airport. Bisongabang International Airport. And we talk say we will do one for 3 months. Because if we build this kind of force, raise this kind of money, put this kind of force together, train the forces, get the materials delivered on the ground, do them all for 3 months, then there is nothing else. We as a people will not do them. Because of what dedication, because of how hard working will be, because of how much will be focused on the results and how they work as a team. From the people that they raise the money, from the people that they do the communication, from the people that they buy the materials, from the people that make sure the materials be delivered on the ground. That level of teamwork, we don't ever see them. With that, I want to thank all of them. I want to thank all our mommy them, all our papa them, all the donors, all the people who make this commitment, all the people who make this thing possible. Now, when I make me be possible, I want to thank you. But today, we just been a small one. On the 20th, Una go see the whole thing from their training to the work where they do am. Una heart go oversweet. Una feel very proud. Una heart go oversweet for say una put money and una dey see the thing be done. Now all that ambassador they ask am. Una the accountability based on results. Una give money within 3 months, they produce the results and they show all man. Now the country that will be like. So I want to thank una plenty. I want to thank any person, all the people there. We get a lot of brothers there where they take part-time job just for contribute for the stabilization force. We get a lot of sisters where they work overtime just for contribute for the stabilization force. We get papa them where they do for diaspora here, where they take their retirement money, pay them for the stabilization force. We get people then where they talk say for the whole week, I no go drink coffee. But I used to drink every morning. I go take all that money, put them every week, put them together, commit for stabilization force. We get people they go take money for their credit card, put all the stabilization force. For that, I want to tell una say, we'll be extremely grateful. We'll be extremely grateful. We want to thank una plenty. We thank una for una trust. We thank una say una belief for the work with Dr. Abadi do am. We thank una say una belief for the work with General F and the do am for ground. This work now for all way. Now for all Ambazonians. Don't be now for some person. Don't be now for make some person may be famous or may make some person they get control for Ambazonia. Now for the liberation of our people then. Now for stop the suffering of our people then. Our people don't over suffer. They deserve to be free. So that's why they do this work with all our heart. As soon as we expect them from we. So one time gonna plenty. Now the message this for today, may all man start for prepare on the 20th. It could be a very big day. It could be a big ceremony. The biggest one Amazon they ever see. So may all man start for prepare. Go put them for your calendar. On the 20th, it could be a big ceremony for the Ambazonian people there. Alright? So as we know, when you build this kind of force, we get for also prepare. When I remember the purpose where they build this force. Not only for stop the kidnapping for ransom for ground zero. We don't already clean ground zero. And I don't see what happened yesterday already. This force, it go to carry out the big action then. We will not expect them. For move all the which remain of Cameroon from Ambazonia. All the other forces them, the peripheral forces them, all our sister forces. Now we now back up this. When any force it be attack, the stabilization force, they go deploy them immediately for go give backup and cover those other forces, protect them, and chase the enemy out. So any place where an Ambazonian fighter dey, make you know say you fit count on a powerful force for defend una, for give una backup when need be. Now all we will fight as one. The support for the forces then, it will increase and it will make them become more stronger because now they know they fit get a powerful backup when they be under attack. As a people who don't come very far, this 2021, it will be a very beautiful year for all we. We continue to encourage the forces, may they work as one. We continue to call all the generals on the ground, may they continue to collaborate based on the prophecy of Grandpa of Bali. We give for the Ambazonian people for January 1st. We see that spirit for ground zero. One tank on a plenty. Leadership there for all the forces them for ground as we mobilize and for supply the forces them. So one tank on a plenty. Thank you very much. Most of now, would send out would the talk now for back, would the talk call, I would make a lot of phone calls for this big day where they come on the 20th. So they hear from me, make all man feel very happy. I mean, the best thing this would ever happen for all we. So now they hope this way they come, especially for ground zero. All right? For all our mommy them, una stay fine. All our papa them, una stay fine. As always, I beg, una take good care of our picking them and our future that. Mommy and papa them, una take good care of each other. Brother and sisters, una take good care of each other. No matter the difference, no matter how things be hard, if una take good care of each other and be there for each other, it will make the journey and all this difficult time, it will be a little bit more easier. It will make it maybe a little bit easier for every person. We know say things are hard, but as a people, we don't overcome so many other things. This one too, no, we not go only overcome them. Then I say the freedom, it don't come. All right? Una good night. As always, we love una plenty and we send una greetings. May God bless all una. May God keep una safe. All right? Once again, una thank una plenty for the good work una don't do for build this force which Jenna F and don't build put up for ground zero. Una get a good night. We love una. Any person will get a question, you get a concern, any person you want call, you want talk with me, my phone number there for front day. When I feel always talk with me at any time, I'll be available. All right. You thank you plenty. May God bless all man.
Your freedom is in your hands. It is going to be fought